I still need some help, if you can spare the time. I am confident it will work this time. This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time. I swear. There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Oh, no, it hasn't. Let's be honest. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced magic I've been attempting. But at least I know where to start now. Thank you. You've been a great help to me. Until next time.
Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have? You come see me. You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you from the inside out. Got it? Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds. I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look then. Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. Look how persistent you are. It's charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me? You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now? It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me the staff, and I give you Onmund's precious amulet. Do we have a deal? Yes. I thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff. Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yeah, lay under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mizulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mizulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make. No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order, predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Psijic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order. I hadn't figured for dead.
I'll sell. I do what's necessary so we can... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
I need to ask you to stop. Good. Glad we straightened that out.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him along.
The mages don't let us go in the college. They said it's not safe in there.
I told you what you wanted to know. What else? So you wish to master the arcane arts? All right then.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Be careful!
Unless you're bringing me another... Got any ale or mead? My favorite drink. I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
What do you need?
There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here. This is for you. In thanks. May your road lead you to warm sands.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
One side, coming through!
Get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal?
Either.
It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar.
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
Take a day off and head into town. I could watch the inn while you're away.
Why would I do that? There's work to be done here.
It'll do you good. Maybe you could visit Ergnir or Fruki on your way out. I've seen them looking at you when they come in for drinks.
Why would they be looking
I
at me?
need to return to the source of the problem,
About the service?
to Nightcaller Temple.
Oh, no.
Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Need a room? Don't worry. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I'm sorry. My mind... Here. Take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Until next time.
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. Yes, ever since my mother died a few winters ago. I play songs and help with the drinks when I have the time. My mother taught me. She was a bard from the college in Solitude. I hear they accept most people who apply, if you're ever interested. Sure, what can I do for you? Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one. This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
What the? Follow me. It's
this way.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant.
It's good to
burned
finally
it to
have
the
a
ground.
chance to help these people.
Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
The tower on that hill.
Can I help you? You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis.
Hear me.
Yes, ma'am. Watch your hands around the legging.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery.
What's to say?
Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town.
Can't say that what.
He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever.
You weren't. There's just not much to
Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar.
By the Divines, I'm tired. Just a servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of time or consideration.
The Jarl is tired. Be mindful of that. Handle the town's safety?
There's
What
no
is
honor
this
in
about,
being a
Jarl?
Jarl's servant.
You keep pledging
No
more and more
Southern
of our
Guard
guard
waits
to
for
the front
dusk
lines.
fires.
The way this is going, we won't be able to defend our own borders.
Nonsense. The best place for our men is driving the Imperials back. I will ensure that men from Dawnstar get every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I urge you to lower our commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Yard. Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. The Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
If you're here about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard. If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again. About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again. Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
Fight or die well.
I had hoped life would be simpler here, but war seems to find a way of following me. Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver Mine, and its fathead owner. You're wrong to come here. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. I'll buy everything you've dug up. I own Ironbreaker Mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver Mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work. All right then.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
Friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me. My miners are as dumb as rocks are gray.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any... These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
Speak.
I'm no one special. Betel thinks I drink on the job.
Well, what does it matter if I do, huh?
Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy. Iron's a good stout metal, a fine thing for a Nord to dig. Need something?
Here to dig, that's all. Dawnstar's got its problems, but as long as the ore is good, I'll stay.
Watch what you're doing. Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy. Iron's a good stout metal, a fine thing for a Nord to dig. Yes? Hmm? Been working in iron breaker since I was a boy.
Here to dig, that's all. Dawnstar's got its problems, but as long as the ore is good, I'll stay.
Can I help you?
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis. I've been in the Legion all my life. I'm content to serve.
The Mortar and Pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. No, I don't have anything for I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Merilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion. Let me know if you come down with the rattles. The Mortar and Pestle. Take a look.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragon could swoop down at any time.
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar.
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis.
What is it? I haven't had much sleep. That would be Skald the Elder. He's been running Dawnstar ever since he was a boy. And he never lost that brat's attitude. Turned on the Empire first chance he got. Now we're all part of this rebellion. If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver Mine. It's a better life than working in that damned Ironbreaker mine with all those milk drinkers. All right, then.
I wasn't born in Skyrim, but when I served in the Legion, this land became my home.
God, I'm so tired. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf manages it. That's right. Home of the Redguards. The land of sand and seas. I hope one day I'll convince Rustleaf to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar. We forge every day if you need anything.
Lady Mara will save us from these nightmares. You'll see.
No, I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask.
I don't like taking up. I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain.
Everyone thinks
Maybe
I'm too
one
young
day
to
I'll
be a
do
ship's
something
captain,
about it.
but I'm going to prove them wrong. I don't buy all that talk about ship captains having to be stern and strict. I want my crewmen to enjoy their work. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. I inherited the ship when my mother passed away. I'm good with stars and charts, but I admit I've got some things to learn about being a man.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
If I get any rest soon, I'll count myself richer than a king.
Plenty of iron to dig. Mining is an honest trade. No real tricks to it.
I mine. Work the smelter. Ain't much else to tell.
Quicksilver ore is rare, worth digging. Here to mine?
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. The United Empire is better for everyone.
hands. Well, aren't you the handsome one? You and I should spend some time together. The people here work so hard, and they never allow themselves a moment of fun. It's such a pity. It won't last forever, though.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
I've a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers.
I mostly deal with
the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Keep your wits about you.
Unless it's
Morthal's
about the
hardly
mill.
a safe
I don't have
place.
time to talk. Too much to do. Trust you saw the house that burned down. Peculiar bit of business that was. And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night. Tales of monsters. Now this wizard in our midst. What's a man to do if he can't look to his Jarl for help? The world's going mad, and our Jarl does what? She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader, not some mystic. How can I? She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing gods know what. And now there's talk of rebellion and dragons? What help could Ygritte be against them? No. We can only rely on ourselves. You do well to remember that. Until next time.
Ah!